kids, today we're going to read Angus and the Ducks by Marjorie Flack. Once there was a very young little dog whose name was Angus because his mother and father came from Scotland. Although the rest of Angus was quite small, his head was very large, and so were his feet. Angus was curious about many places and many things. He was curious about what lived under the sofa and in dark corners. Who was that dog in the mirror? He was curious about things which come apart and things which don't come apart, such as slippers and gentlemen's suspenders and things like that. Angus was also curious about things outdoors, but he could not find out much of them because of the leash. The leash was fastened on one end to the collar around his neck, and at the other end to somebody else. But Angus was most curious of all about the noise which came from the other side of the large green hedge on the end of the garden. The noise usually sounded like this: quack, quack, quackety, quack. But sometimes it sounded like this: quackety, 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 quackety. One day, the door between outdoors and indoors was left open by mistake, and out went Angus without the leash or somebody else. Down the little path he ran until he came to the large green hedge at the end of the garden. He tried to go around it, but it was much too long. He tried to go over it, but it was much too high. So Angus went under the large green hedge and came out on the other side. There were two ducks. They were marching forward, 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Quack, quack, quackety, quack. Angus said, "Woof!" Away went the ducks, all aflutter. Quackety, 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 quackety. Angus followed after. Soon the ducks stopped by a stone watering trough under a mulberry tree. Angus stopped too. Each duck dipped its yellow bill into the clear, cool water. Angus watched. Each duck took a long drink of cool, clear water. Still, Angus watched. Each duck took another long drink of cool, clear water. And then Angus... Woof! Away the ducks scuttled, and Angus lapped up the cool, clear water. Birds sang in the mulberry tree. The sun made patterns through the leaves over the grass. The ducks talked together. Quack, 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 quack. And then... hiss! Hiss! Oh no! The ducks are hissing. The first duck nipped Angus's tail. Hiss! Hiss! The second duck flapped his wings. Angus scrambled under the large green hedge, scurried up the little path, scampered into the house, and crawled under the sofa. And for exactly 3 minutes by the clock, Angus was not curious about anything at all. The end. I hope you like Angus and the Ducks. Bye, kids.